Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Mahlobane Dlamini, and on today's video we're going to bake a chocolate frosted cake. My little sister Asnotando will be showing me how to bake it. She bakes it with mom all the time and she uses this recipe book, so she already knows what's needed, what's done. So we'll just refer to the recipe book every now and then, but she knows everything. So I'm just following her instructions. Here are the ingredients. There's plain flour, self-raising flour, custard sugar, cocoa, butter, vanilla essence, milk, eggs. They're supposed to be separated. We also have water. Yes. So that's all the stuff we're going to use for the cake. So we started off by separating the eggs. Like as you can see, we have egg yolks in this bowl and we have egg whites. Unfortunately, there are some few egg yolks in the egg white, so she's whisking. That's not under my sister. She's whisking the egg whites, and she instructed me to do the same with the egg yolks. But then we discovered that we cannot whisk this, so we had to use like the mixer to whisk, because there is. So here she's mixing using the mixer, because like she has to mix the egg whites like for a long time until they are soft and they form some packs. And for butter, since we are going to double everything, like all the measurements are going to be doubled, we are using margarine, Rama margarine, 250 grams. So margarine goes into this bowl, and we are going to add the vanilla essence, two teaspoons, and we are going to use custard sugar. Add the custard sugar. So it's margarine, vanilla essence, and custard sugar, whatever the measurements is. So we're using these measuring cups or thingies, and she knows the way around this cake. I was following her instructions all the time. Back to the mixer, we're mixing the margarine, custard sugar, and vanilla essence until it is well blended. Look at the skill. Lomdana is so talented. And we're adding the egg yolks, mixing or blending the egg yolks into the margarine, custard sugar, and vanilla essence. Blend it very well. I need to buy myself a mixer because I cannot use a whisk. So okay, on a separate bowl, we're adding cocoa, water. For the ingredients, please make sure that you go back to the beginning of the video and you pause so you can see the ingredients. And to that, we're also adding milk. We just doubled everything because we're going to make 2 cakes. We'll see at the end. And we whisk that and then add the mixture to the margarine and custard sugar mixture. I don't know how many dishes we use, and the pain of cleaning this kitchen was too much because Sislomkulu he ran away when it was time to do the dishes. So now we're using the mixer to blend everything. Never mind the peanut butter, we did not use it for this cake. So now we're going to sift the flour. This is self-raising flour. So we're going to do 2 3/4, and then we move on to plain flour. So here are the ingredients. You can pause right now and write them down. So we're now moving on to plain flour. Again, it's equal parts, actually it's equal parts of self-raising flour and the plain flour. 3/4, and since we're doubling everything, so it was 2 3/4 for self-raising flour, 2 3/4 for plain flour. And now we're mixing that mixture we had before with the flours. As you can see, we're pouring in batches. And she's peeling. She's only 10 years old, guys. And the cake was so good. It was so good. This child is so talented. And don't worry, we poured in the whole mixture. We didn't leave any in the dishes. So to the oven, we set the oven 880 degrees Celsius, and we chose bake, not grill, bake. So we're preheating our pans, and now we are adding the egg whites. After they've been blended, we are adding them to the dough. We are supposed to fold them in, and Sislumkulu was doing this. And we didn't have that special paper they use for baking, so mom suggested that we use brown cover. So that is why you are using brown cover. And we are greasing the round pan, and we also greased the square pan, and we also had like a brown cover for the round pan. So you place the brown cover at the bottom. As you can see, guys, as you can see, I don't have to explain everything. And you also grease the top part so that the cake can come out easily after baking, as you can see. So we're pouring in the dough to the round cake, and we're saving some for the square pan, I mean not cake. Okay, and we will just get everything from the bowl. Okay, so these are our doughs. Now they are going to go to the oven. Yes, Nothando is too young to you to touch the oven because it's very hot. So I'm helping her here. So the cake will be left in the oven for 45 minutes. So now we're moving on to the frosting. As you can see, we have some chocolate chips, or whatever you call it. So this is the recipe for the frosting. We melt the chocolate in hot water. As you can see, like this, you need a metal dish or a glass dish, whatever dish you have. Don't use a plastic one. So on top of boiling water, on top of hot water, you just have to melt the chocolate. So I'm just holding the dish for her because she's young. Again, she cannot be around the boiling water. So I will monitor her here. I'm holding the dish for her, and she's melting the chocolate. Yes, and I think it is now ready. We're supposed to cool it at room temperature before we use it. So we're going to take it out from the water. The dish was burning as you. On a separate bowl, we have margarine. Okay, she's there mixing the chocolate just so it can melt. So we are blending the margarine. Until it is soft. We are using Rama margarine. And then to the margarine we're adding the chocolate. It is now cool at room temperature. You add it to the margarine. And this frosting is nice, guys. So we'll blend it in. At this point it is not very sweet. It's sweet but not very sweet. So now we are adding icing sugar. We have to sift it in though. Again, never mind the mess. She's only 10 years old. She just has got a passion for baking. Make sure you sift the icing sugar in. So now we are going back to the blender to blend this in. Now we have a frosting. Our cake is still baking in the oven. We're just blending in the custard sugar, and the frosting is ready. Okay, let's check the cake. 45 minutes is over to see if it is ready. And the skewer came in clean, so the cake is ready.
Why don't you get it by now? Tell me what you learned in grade school. Give it to me.
Yeah, I had to help her because the pans are very hot. And protect your countertops, please. Don't just place the trays directly on the countertop. So these are our cakes. So the instruction is here is you leave them in, you let them stand for 5 minutes before you turn on to wire rack to cool. So we're just finishing up the frosting and we kept it in the fridge while the cakes cool off. So now the cakes are cold enough, and never mind the tools we're using. We messed up our cake here. We used the wrong tools. 2, we did not trim the cake, so it was not flat on the what's this. We messed it up so bad the top part was broken into 2 halves, and mom had to come in and help us. So now mom is helping us icing the cake because it was falling apart, guys. I just don't know how to bake, and a 10-year-old was teaching me, but somehow we messed up just at the last step. But mom helped us, and she even tried to decorate our cake, and now it looks good. Well, it is not like nicely decorated like most cakes, but it looks good to me, and I'm happy with the product. And the cake, guys, was so nice. It was so nice. It was so moist. Very nice, and I'm glad that my little sister taught me how to make it. I can't wait to make it myself. And also mom let us use her ingredients, and she helped us at the last step. So thank you so much, mom. Thank you so much, Nothando. Now I know how to bake the cake. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe. Bye.